got new players on the water here in the way of Gabriel Medina coming up against Jake Marshall. Round of 16, heat number 2, overlapping heat format. Kuiper Burrow along with Flick Palmentier.
Once again, let's see Gabe up and right in this double up.
Medina fades into this double up. Now, projection down the line. The white watery barrel, double arm drag, gets in the barrel again and tries to fight for the exit. And Gabe never gives up, barely getting clipped there at the end, Flick.
Yeah, I think, you know, to your point, Jesse, your fins are basically like cavitating when the water's like that, right? It just feels like you don't have as good a grip and or as good a drive, I guess you could say. Cops a little bit of the foam to the head there, but he holds strong. It was just that little last section there that ended up clipping him, but good effort.
He sits with third priority right now, let's say it, and up and right, and he is. Let's see if it's going to capitalize on the gap right there.
Way up the reef. So just a different flavor of wave up there. So we're going to have some scores to get caught up with. Medina still seeking a barrel, fishing, if you would, in the non-priority heat, Gabe Medina.
I mean, just such good backhand surfing.
Yeah, unfortunate circumstances. Medina taking the in-betweener, is just going to go for turns, maybe add some pressure to Jake Marshall. Still in the non-priority section of his heat. So what Medina does, just keeps on, you know, nailing at it, just as we talked about it yesterday. Here goes Jake Marshall. The Encinitas surfer. With a smooth backhand approach so far. Comboing up some moves, inside section, tucks through there. Little lip on the head, but does not get knocked off. A nice completed ride.
Yeah, this was a bigger wave, cleaner wave, and no doubt going to be the best probable wave of this heat. I mean, 2 big swooping arcs, grabs that rail, snaps under the lip there, and gets a little shampoo and finishes off with a nice tidy snap. So, you know what? Context of this heat, I mean, this is a really great wave. Going to be applying that pressure to Gabe. And just a really paced approach, you know, not over surfing anything, just... And like to what you said, Jesse, great wave selection. You know, the pace of this wave, obviously his surfing was good, but...
Medina, the machine. Looking down the line. Way up in the lip there. Powerful carve by Medina, having to resort to turns. You could tell he's kind of wanted a barrel on this one before he decided, hey, I got to get some turns going, Jesse.
Yeah, he was, I mean, he looks for waves like this that have a lot of intensity and speed down the line.
I think what you said is true, Jesse. He's just kind of thought this wave might have barreled down the line at shish kebabs, but goes to turns, and even just the way he powers through that is, it's not an easy wave. The way that wave was angled was almost like out to the channel, right? So to be able to bring your board back around and actually carve through that is really difficult. It's actually really easy to just like skip out. But this one here, of course, we're thinking, oh, right, Jake's on his way to turning the heat. Some nice backhand surfing. That was a beautiful turn. Blows the fins out. Gets around this section here and times this turn nicely. Definitely going to improve. He likes it too. And then out the back, Gabe takes off. We saw this first turn and I was thinking, holy moly, he's on his way to go to score. Identifies down the line. This thing's growing. Let's go, let's go. Charging down the line and comes flying out. To have the foresight to just keep waving like that.
Nah, look at, he's got nitrous in the tank. He's got a turbocharge right here. The speed that he gets, Jesse, is unlike anyone else in the barrel.
Like, this is so impressive. Look at the fumble he's going through. He's just waiting right there to absorb that, but he's actually just in front of it. So that was perfect timed. And I mean, I'm with him. Like, I think this is going to be a perfect.
Well, he's got two career 10s at Fiji. Will this be number 3?
Hey, my favourite bit was the claim. I think the blowing the kiss to the judges was that sealed the deal.
I like Jesse calling Gabe the Grinch, stealing Christmas right now. all of the presents gone from Jake Marshall because Jake was looking like a happy kid.
Yeah, acceleration he got out of that was pretty mental.
Yeah, still trailing, waiting for Connor O'Leary and his number. Jake Marshall trying to fight back here, needs an 8-point ride and gets a nice tube and has to fight for an exit on that tube ride, but needs an 8-point ride to turn the heat at this moment. paddling confidently and moving into the quarterfinals, eliminating Jake Marshall with some giant numbers, 9.87, 5-point ride.
Incredible indeed, Kaipo. That's one of the words that I heard to describe that wave that you got, the 987. Everybody here in the Red Bull Athlete Zone was like, how did he make it through? What did you see on that wave?
Yeah, that was such a good wave. He got the first one, and then the second one came. I was a little bit late, and I was just pumping to get the speed. And yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna come out because I got so much speed when I think on my third pump. Yeah, I got really fast, and then I hit the fun ball and went like over, and yeah, and I came out, so that felt pretty good. And yeah, I give up trying to get a 10.
Well, you haven't given up on getting the win here at Cloudbreak, a place you've gotten it before too. What is it about this wave when the stakes are the highest that just brings out the best in you?
Yeah, it's such a good wave, you know. It's good to go out there, just express yourself. Being so grateful here. We have such a good wave, and it's a good opportunity for me to surf, enjoy, you know, my time, and yeah, I will give everything I have.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, there's the replay. Gabe, I'm going to give you a 10. I'm going to give you a 10. My score doesn't count, but